My name is Tiens Botha. I'm the construction manager for the WBHO on this SANRAL job on the R511. So in general, it's a 39-kilometer section of work that's been divided into 12 sections, and we're completing them alternately from the one side to the other.
My name is Polani Tibane. I am the senior manager in this project. So basically, our main role in this project is materials, which is the core function of the laboratory. So basically, there's an existing road which we are rehabilitating and revamping again, of which we're going to start it afresh from your basic layer works. That's from your road bed. We've got our selected layers. After selected layers, we've got our sub-base layers. After sub-base layers, we've got our base layer. And then on top of our base layer, we have what you call a double seal. That is literally your final finishing of the road.
Generally, in terms of the scope, the project starts at kilometer 36 and ends at kilometer 75. The project itself is partial reconstructions, which are merely to relook at the capacity of the project and then at the same time reimagine the future development of the road, encompass it with the future aspects of it to carry the loadings further and to further give it more strength to carry on optimizing the usage of it.
My company name is Electromech Project. Yes, it's the guardrails, the DV drains. The installation of the guardrails and then the DV drain. Electromech has 7 permanent employees. Currently for the R511 project, I've employed 11 more local laborers from the community around here. The most important thing is the guardrails to accidents so that we barricade maybe so that it protect from more damage from
I'm working as a section leader. Section leader make sure dilo tsa tshwana le di PPE mo ba bereking ba feletse the operators. You make sure that you collect our meters dilo tsa tshwana le tseo. There are a lot of people by long in our communities, they are struggling, and then there are a lot of people by long have an income at all. So for me, they played a huge role by local more construction.
Generally, in terms of skills development, the project itself is set out in a way that in its insertion, a certain percentage is allocated to the development of the area where the project is being undertaken. So generally, SANRAL has got something that is called CPG, which targets around 30% of its monetary value, which is further inserted into the community, which looks into targeted enterprises such as small developing project people who have their own private businesses, and further to that, looking at the local skills people that are there and upskilling them through packages that encompass around giving them skill and further leaving them with certificates and training thus far.
Our role as the laboratory is materials. The contractor cannot perform their duties without the function of the lab. So basically, we deal with the raw material, whereby we test it. We are guided by what you call a standard specification. There's one that is we get from the project, which is also accompanied by the South African National Accreditation Standard, which is SANRAL, which is our docket, or should I say our Bible for in the laboratory.
My name is Knowledge Metiso. I am an assistant lab manager for road lab in this project, R511 Pestekra. So what we do here in the lab, we're making sure that the road that is built, it's a proper and quality road that will last for about decades or many years to come. So normally we take samples from the road, then we bring the samples to the lab. We have different sections. There's road indicator section, there's compaction, there's concrete.
If I can say what's unique, it's the fact that it's a heavily loaded road. there's a lot of goods and services that are being transported along this road, meaning that we ensure that the quality of the road is of high standards. That's what makes it different. You have your average road, which comprise of a few layers. Maybe you can have one selected. Here it's a full scope road, meaning that we make sure that it withstands all the loads, because I'm sure we get over 150 trucks that are traveling on this road on a daily basis. There's also been a couple of challenges, because working on an existing road, digging out and finding that the material is not consistent. So on a day-to-day basis, we need to ensure that the quality of material is good, because it interchanges the more as you get into different sections of the project. So our main aim, or should I say our biggest challenge, has been that we always have to go down to the drawing board as often as possible. We get to a point whereby we have quarries that at some point they run out of material, but it's our duties as well as the lab to ensure that we outsource that material that we're going to provide specifically for this project. The challenges that we face, which are called natural disasters, we have no control over that. So the client, which is SANRAL, must then compensate for that, or should I say, put that into account, that it's a natural disaster, we have no control over that. But where it's delays, whereby we use the wrong material, or at some point maybe there's insufficient equipment, that becomes the contractor's responsibility.
So the biggest impact has been time delays and also damages to the structures and the works that had been completed. Where we are standing, there was already a permanent works, which was the layer works, were already completed. So our biggest impact has been on that, time and cost to the project.
I would like to thank SANRAL and WHO for the R511 project, for giving me this opportunity to be part of the project as young and black woman. My advice for some of the small SMMEs, Baba Isinkiba, create this opportunity like this, they mustn't lose hope. But encouraged and push forward to it. One of the good days, that was young.
SANRAL, building South Africa through better roads.